Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to go over a little bit about shipping with eBay today. I'm going to go over shipping and packing supplies that you can use and you should be looking out for. I'm going to go over shipping benefits that you receive from having an eBay store. I'm going to go over purchasing your labels. So I hope that you enjoy. Go ahead and hit the like below and subscribe so you can keep up with my future videos. I'll have a lot more eBay tutorials coming out for you shortly. And please leave any comments or questions that you have for me below. Here we go. Okay, so the shipping supplies that we're going to need for shipping your eBay merchandise once it's sold. We first have these air pockets. They are really awesome. And surprisingly enough, I have not had to purchase any. I've managed to find all of them for free, and hopefully you guys will be able to find some too. They're all over the place. You can even put it out there on Facebook or something, asking your friends, family to save these for you when they get their packages from Amazon and eBay, etc. And then I've got bubble wrap. Recently, both times that I bought bubble wrap rolls, these are only my second rolls, and I purchased them from Home Depot. So this is a fatter bubble wrap pockets, and then I have much smaller ones. I use the smaller bubble wrap a lot more than the larger, and I also use those air pockets quite a bit. So we've got those. You can also use packing paper. Just remember that that weighs more. So if I'm going to use packing paper, I normally am going to put that in a flat rate box instead of just shipping in a regular box by the weight. All right, let's see. So then we have our boxes. You can ship with any box that you have, any box that you find. So far, I have not purchased any boxes with the exception of one, and that was only because I shipped a really large item and I didn't have a box big enough, which I don't like shipping large items, so I probably won't do that much more. But with the post office, you can get priority boxes. They have flat rate, and they have boxes that are not flat rate, they're just priority. I use a lot of priority boxes. You can receive these boxes free from the post office. You can get them on their website. All you gotta do is create an account, request them, they have them shipped directly to your door. They come in packs of varying numbers. Usually I find it's around 10, 15, 20 is the number that you can get in the packages, and you can get pretty much all of their shipping supplies, and it's all free. There are things you purchase as well, but everything that I've used so far is all free. Let's see, I'll just start with this. This is just stickers, priority stickers. So if you use your own box, just a plain brown box or white box, you can put these on there to indicate that it's priority. You don't have to do that. I don't always do that, just sometimes. Okay, so let's get into it. This is a priority mailing envelope. I think they call it maybe like a Tyvek envelope. I may have that wrong, but it's a pretty handy envelope. I use this quite a bit for shipping heavy items. I do try to stick with my priority flat rate envelope if I have clothing that I ship that's over a pound. When I ship clothing over a pound, it's a lot cheaper for me if I can fit it in this priority box, or priority bag rather. And that's the priority bubble mailer. This is also a priority flat rate envelope, and it's kind of like a really thin cardboard envelope. I don't use this very often, but I have a time or two, so I thought I'd show that to you. And again, that one is a flat rate. Now this one is just based on weight and size. Okay. Next up are my boxes. I frequently use this is the medium priority flat rate. There is also another medium priority flat rate that is the same price as this box. It is a different size. It's a little bit different shape and size. It is similar to this. This is not the one, but the priority flat rate is a little bigger than this one. But I do use a lot of that priority flat rate box, and I'm out. I've used them all up, and I thought I had some more, so I'm gonna have to get some. But this is also a box I wanted to show you, the one I was just showing you. This is a good size as well. They provide this free. It is not a flat rate, it's based on weight and size, and I use this box a lot. This is one of my most used, as well as that medium priority and the bubble mailer. from the post office. This is another really good size that I use. And I will list the sizes down below for you guys. And they also put them down here in this corner of this box. One thing to remember while I'm on that. So this is going to be 7.25 by 7.25 by 6.5. That is the measurement. As far as the post office is concerned, when you're purchasing your labels, you have to round this up. You can't put 7.25. You have to round it up to 8. So always remember that. This is what they call their shoebox. And I also use this one quite a bit. It's one of my favorite boxes. I ship shoes and all sorts of products in that box. So those are all really great. There are other flat rate boxes and other priority boxes. There's a much smaller flat rate box and I've never used it. There's a large priority flat rate box and I've never used it as well. It's pretty pricey to ship that one, over $20. And I've just never had a need for that. So these are the boxes and products from the post office that I use the most. Let's see. The next thing that I use frequently would be my poly bags. And they come in all different sizes, even different patterns and colors. I have a teeny tiny one. That one is 4 by 6, I believe. This one, I don't remember the size, but it is a little bit bigger. And then I have this one. And this is my most used bag here. And then this one. So they're in all different shapes and sizes. You can find them on eBay, Amazon, lots of different places. I would shop around if you're purchasing those to make sure that you get the best price. Also make sure you're checking the thickness to make sure it's not too thin as well. Okay, moving along. And then you have, your standard bubble mailers, like the padded flat rate, but you can get them anywhere. Online, I don't use a lot of these actually. So I have very few of them. I've only used just a couple. And they are a little more expensive as well. I usually just wrap my items in bubble wrap, put them in a box or in a poly if that's acceptable, depending on the item. Another thing that I do is I like to, especially when I label my clothing, and I like to place it in clear bags. This is a small one. I just bought these a couple days ago. I found them at a secondhand store in a new package. Never opened, so I got those. But I normally use these. It's, let's see, twist tie storage bags. They're bread bags. They come in 100 to a pack, and you get these at Walmart. And it's just a little bag, and it opens, no zipping. And I just stick them in there, fold them up real nice, and then I kind of fold this over and tape it. I like to do that. And then I slide it in my poly or whatever I'm shipping it in. You don't have to do that. That's just something that I like to do. Okay, the next packing type I want to talk about is just a regular envelope. And you just write your information on there, put your stamp on there. You guys know how that works. I use this for cards. If I'm shipping cards like Magic cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Pokemon cards, baseball cards, any cards that are not really valuable, they're just very low dollar. I do sell some very cheap cards. And when I sell those, I put them in a little plastic case like this, and then I just stick them in here. And it's good to go. Alright, so there's that one. And then next up we have tape. I told you guys already about the eBay tape, if you've seen my previous eBay video. And when anyone can purchase this from eBay. And they have all sorts of products. Poly bags, padded envelopes, boxes, stickers. I think they have thank you cards, some different things. So you can get that. When you have certain levels of stores with eBay, they also give you a credit. I think the first one's $25 and then $50. With the 1,000 item store, you get a $50 credit. The $500 store, I think you get a $25 credit. And I don't think you get a credit outside of that. So, but those are, it's worth it if you're going to have a store and you're going to have that many items and to get your credit. So I only, so far, have only purchased the eBay tape. I haven't purchased any of their other products, but I really enjoy that. I've also used clear tape. I use that as well. Something that you'll want to have, of course, is a tape gun. I have 3 of them, actually. This one with the cushy handle is my favorite. Let's see, something else that, it's a boxed scorer. I'm not sure if that is the technical term exactly. Give you like a little bit of a different view. So how it works, you take this little thing here, you decide how much you want to cut off of this box, and then you just adjust it. And I have tightened it a little too tight. Okay, I have to get my husband to loosen that up. But anyway, the idea is that that slides down so that this is going to be wherever you want to go, and then you just take it across all the sides, and then you'll cut down the side in each corner to wherever you scored the box, and then bam, you fold it over, and you can even cut some off if you have a lot of extra, and that takes off of the weight as well sometimes, so that's helpful. This was something that I got free from the guy that also gave me my printer, which I'll show you guys, and I love it. I love them both. They're both a lifesaver. I'm sure you can find, I haven't looked for it, but I'm sure you can find this somewhere, and I'm pretty sure you would just call this a box scorer. I'll have to look that up. All right, so while we're talking about it, this is my zebra label printer, and I love it. And I was so blessed and lucky to receive this for free. Okay, so one last thing for shipping materials, and it's not a necessity, but it's mentioned a moment ago, the thank you cards. That's something a lot of people do, especially if you're going to sell on Poshmark, which I haven't started, but I may start doing that before too long. And if I do, I'll let you guys know. But so far, I don't include thank you cards, but I've thought about it. It's totally up to you what you would like to do. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is the discounts that you receive with having the eBay store, and I slightly touched on them in my other video if you guys watched that. So with the discount, you receive a pretty good discount on shipping. The discount is pretty significant for first class packages, and it's still a pretty good discount for priority as well. So definitely something to consider there. And then also the credit that you receive, that's a benefit from having the store. Certain levels of stores is when you receive a credit on the shipping products. So now I wanted to talk about purchasing and printing your labels. Okay, so that is a very easy thing to do. There are different ways that you can purchase your labels. One, you can go into the post office and purchase them that way. I don't recommend that. It's totally fine if you do that, but I've found that it does cost me more money if I do that. So I've been better off printing them myself. Like I said, I started off printing them from my own computer, my own paper and ink, and that became very expensive. A lot of ink and a lot of paper and a lot of cutting to cut the labels out. So that didn't work out great for me, but I was doing that. I was looking into label printers when I looked up and got that one for free from someone that had gone out of business many years ago, and they didn't use it, and it still works great, and I love it. It's not super compatible with my Apple products, but it works pretty good. I really like it, and it has saved me so much money in ink and paper, which has been wonderful. So if you're really going to get serious about eBay, if you're just starting out just a couple items here and there, then just print the labels yourself if you can, and then get a feel for it and see what works for you. And if you become able to get the label printer secondhand, or even if you can purchase it new, definitely give that a try. If you're going to be selling a good bit online, whether it be eBay or other platforms as well. So definitely beneficial there. Now, for purchasing your label, you're going to want to measure it with, I just use, regular old measuring tape. Sometimes I use a smaller one that I have. It's not as heavy. I like it a lot. And the next thing you're going to want to do is weigh your items. I have a digital scale that I purchased online. I think I purchased it on eBay. It was eBay or Amazon. one or the other, and it was around $21 shipped to me. So that is not too bad, and it has really helped me out a lot. So you can use this before when you're listing your items to get an idea of how much they weigh, to make sure that you're calculating the shipping correctly when you're setting up your listing, and then of course when you're going to ship it, so you can get the exact weight. Now also remember previously what I stated about rounding up. So you're gonna weigh your item. I'm gonna weigh my tape measure here, and it weighs 13.2 ounces. And since it's 13.2 ounces, normally you would think you would round down, but you will not. You will round up to 14 ounces. And for whatever reason you do that, even if it was 13.1, you round up to 14. As far as purchasing your label, and as far as the post office considered, they round up. So just always do that, and it doesn't usually make a huge difference. Every now and then it makes a little difference, but not really significant. Just remember to round up when you do that, and remember to go ahead and get those measurements, put those in. Okay, for my purchasing my labels online, I frequently purchase them through the post office, USPS, and that would be my flat rate and my priority first class. Now, every now and then I have an item that is either very heavy or very large, like the item I talked about earlier, which actually was a printer, and it didn't work out that great of a sale, but I did ship it, and it was a lot cheaper to ship with FedEx. Right inside your eBay account, where you go to print your labels, you'll have the option to see the post office prices as well as FedEx prices. The only thing that I ship through FedEx so far that I've found is cheaper for me are heavier, bulkier items. So you can just compare those. Everything else I've shipped to the post office so far. So far, so good. And a lot of your purchases with priority already include insurance, so that's a good thing as well if you need insurance. And if you need to add it, I've added it on a couple items here and there, and it's not that much. So just go ahead and get a quote on that if that's something that you're looking to do. Overall, definitely I like to purchase my labels online. There are a couple other options as well. I know a lot of people use Pirate Ship. I have not used Pirate Ship, but Pirate Ship is a fairly newer website, and they're going to compare different pricing from different shipping companies for you. I'm not sure who all they compare from, but they do compare different ones, so you can go with the cheapest price as well. So that's something to consider. Also, you can do stamps.com. Now that one's, you have to have a membership fee, a yearly membership fee, I think maybe monthly. I don't participate in that as well, and I don't know a lot about it, but that is something that you can look into if you get into selling online and you need to ship a lot of things. I think that one's really good if you're going to be printing your own stamps as well, which I probably won't be doing any of that. I don't use that many stamps. Okay guys, I guess that wraps it up for my video today on packing and shipping your items that you sell on eBay. If you have any questions, please let me know and leave them in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and keep an eye out for my upcoming videos. I'll have several more eBay videos coming, and then I'll still have some box openings and things like that coming as well. Well, thank you so much again for tuning in. Until next time.